4 after 11 o'clock, 19 degrees. Weatherman says 20 degrees. I'm kind of scared that he's going to be right. My prediction today was 22, Barbara's 25. I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon today, at least. It is Friday, March 17th, and you're right here at Galaxy. Got to do this, literally. Check it out.
Galaxy 107fm.
That's right, you're right here at Galaxy, and believe me, absolutely loving this. I really am. Got to welcome everybody on board this morning. If you're a first-time viewer, believe me, it's such a pleasure to have you on board. If you're going to watch a little later on over there on YouTube, you know what to do, right? No, you do. Sub, thumb, bell. Bingo. Bell notifications. Yeah, when we have important people like the artists that we've got today. Don't forget, subscribe. Become part of the family. We call it The Noise. Believe me, it is growing exponentially every day. So welcome on board. Thumb, just like us. Get epileptic with the thummy thing. Okay? But in the meantime, believe me, you're going to love this. Yes, we're catching you up with a young man by the name of John, and he's coming from the band called Drop. Believe me, it is fantastic. All the way out of the Danish region. It is funny, but believe me, loving it. Check this out. Here's Broke My Heart. That gives us a couple of minutes to get to know each other, John.
Yeah.
Now, which part of Denmark are you from?
Oh, I'm from the mid Jutland. If you know, you have Denmark, you have Copenhagen.
Yep.
You know, but it's the other side. It's out Jutland.
Okay.
And it called and it's the city is Aarhus.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
I got a friend of mine, Gay Miranda, is watching right now. He comes out of Norway. And,
Yeah, so I add him.
Oh, okay, yeah, great guy. Love him and Tones, and we love Viking Queen and Arctic Heart. We really do.
Yeah. Great.
I see Derek Lester's joining us as well. Nice to have you on board, Derek. It really is.
Everyone.
Sorry? Oh, okay.
Hi, hello.
I'll give you the stats at the end of this of how many people were watching and all that sort of stuff. Believe me, I think you'll be impressed.
Okay. Yeah. For sure.
Very cool.
The last interview I had was in Mexico, so that was great. Also far away, and here on Sunday we have an interview in USA, and the 28th we have an interview in Pennsylvania, I think. So it's so great to have these interviews, because if some of the guys are listening and like our music, they maybe join our concerts when we are coming and play somehow.
Well,
So,
you never know.
let's see.
We might be able to go down that road with you, to be very honest.
Yeah.
As I said, I'll probably get questions and bits and pieces from production and my on-air producer, because we get requests and stuff like that from people who come in. They want to know bits of information, so I will let you know when those ones come in, and I'll let you know who from, okay?
Yeah. Okay.
Where they from, stuff like that. Oh gosh, it's hot in here. What's the temperature there?
Oh, about 0 degrees.
Ooh.
So we had a little bit of snow and rain and storm, and so we are not summer yet.
Yeah, no, believe me, John, 0 is too cold for me.
Yeah, it is for sure.
Believe me, I did my university in a place called Dunedin, which was about 0 degrees on a good day in the
Okay.
summertime. I'm sure of it. So where we are right now, we're on the east coast of the North Island, and
Okay.
we're the first to see the light of day every day.
Yeah.
Anyway,
That's good.
let's go to the desk and have some fun.
Right.
You know, I'm loving this because we actually haven't been to Denmark before, and of course, what a great band to drop in on. Yes, Cold Drop is joining us. Good morning, or good evening over there, John. It's almost midnight over there, so you're catching up.
It is, yeah. It's nearly midnight here, and it's very cold here in Denmark. We have about minus degrees nearly, but we have some snow and some rain and storm. So yeah, so maybe it'll be better here in a month or two.
Yeah, well, we're coming into winter, I've got to be honest with you. We haven't really had a summer this year. It's been pretty wet all the way through summer, I've got to be honest with you. I think we've had about 4 fine days in the whole period of time. It's been tragic, it really has. And including floods and cyclones, all the weird and wonderful stuff that you usually get in the wintertime. So, you know, it's been pretty disgusting here, got to be honest. Got to say hi to Brian Wayne Perry. Hello, buddy. Nice to have you on board. Thank you for joining us. And also Franco Nanucci's joining us as well. Love you. And say hi to Rock Flowers for us as well, please. Now, John, we opened up the show with Broke My Heart. Tell me a little bit about this.
Oh, Broke My Heart is, every song is a little about girls and relationships and so it's the women's I don't want to broke the heart when I'm out playing, and so they have to wait till we come back again. So it's got some kind of that stuff. I'm not writing the lyrics for our numbers. So many times I don't know what he's singing about. I'm just playing, you know.
Very cool. And believe me, I understand. I really do. The wife said to me, you know, broken heart and all that sort of stuff. He doesn't want to do it. Never mind. Brian Wayne Perry says, lots of love to both of you. Thank you. From Misa, somewhere like that. Jane Wilson is joining us as well. Zane Wilson, nice to have you on board as well. Now, having said that, my friend, we were supposed to be joined by Henrik as well, which I thought, you know, the backline now is becoming the frontman for the band. I do have a young lady, and she's coming out of Alexandria in Egypt, and she's asking, how do we get hold of you as a fan? Are you on Facebook? Are you on Twitter? Are you on Instagram? Are you a talker? But more importantly, do you respond?
Yeah, I really respond everyone who is writing to us. Henrik, he couldn't come because I think he is going to sleep. He had the Cold Drop Facebook, but I also have a Facebook site. It's called John A. Birds, and I think I have more following as the Cold Drop Facebook has, because I have done a lot of work with the promotion to get into interviews, and I have done a lot of things. So I have posted a lot, and I think there's quite a few people who think I'm spamming. you know what I mean? But every time I get a new following on my site, and everyone is so nice and writing that they love our music and they are buying our CD, and there'll be a vinyl record coming here last March, I think it will arrive. So we are on Facebook, and I'm trying to hold the Instagram, but I'm not so good at Instagram yet. Also, we have a YouTube channel going on. Yeah.
Now, John, at the same time, how do we buy product? Do you have a website? Can we go to a merch store?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you. I think it's all over the world. You can buy it and you can listen to it on Spotify, iTunes, all the streaming platforms. So it should be there. Yeah.
Now, do you have T-shirts and stuff like that on your website as well?
What do I have?
Do you sell T-shirts and stuff like that on your website?
Yeah. We have some merchandise. We have T-shirts, and we have posters, and we have what do we have? Plexers and all kind of stuff. There's just some guys who had made a fan club for us, and I think they will run the merchandise also. So if anyone likes to, they can go and join the fan site also on Facebook. There's a lot coming up there.
Very cool. Now, John, don't count me out. Believe me, loving this track. I'm going to ask you all about it very, very shortly. But right now, you're right here at Galaxy with, of course, Cold Drop coming out of Denmark. Here's Don't Count Me Out. How you feeling, John? You okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Nice. I think you're brave.
I'm not so good at the language, so I'm stumbling sometimes.
You're doing okay, bro. You're doing okay.
Thanks.
You really are.
I'll do my best.
Nice.
So I hope that Henrik was on, because he's much more for the English part.
Yep.
But it's fun.
Fair enough. I see Terry Van Cannon is joining us, and Anthony Schmidt is also joining us. E. Wolfgang de Brett.
And Nick
Kia ora,
Plews
brother.
has just joined.
And who?
Nick Plews.
Nick Plews. Of course, Nick is from the Heartland Roots Band, coming out of Leicester in the UK. We love the Heartland Roots Band. Nice to have you on board, Nick. It really is. Today we're in Denmark, and it's the first time that Galaxy's been to Denmark, and with a band called Cold Drop. Loving this. We're talking to John. He's the bass player too, by the way.
Yep.
Made up of 5 artists, of course. Alan, Rick, Thomas, John, and Henrik makes up the band Cold Drop, and loving their stuff. Really, really am. Got to be honest with you, it appeals to me, John, because I was brought up in the days of the long hair era. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't think I've ever grown up.
Me either.
Absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
Also, I had it here a minute ago. I've got your bio, the Bible.
Oh, great! Yeah.
And I want to give a shout out too to Lions Pride Music.
Yeah.
These are the guys you have signed with at the moment.
It is.
Nick says, hey Barbara, DJ Grant, John, the bass man, and all in Denmark and the world. Done.
Yeah, well, they're 2 bass players together.
2 bass players together, yeah.
John and Nick.
Great.
Nick comes out of England. He's in Leicester. And
okay.
We can't get through a breakfast show without playing at least one and or two of this band's music.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everybody requests them. Stephen
Okay.
John Ivan.
I have to listen to him.
Yeah, believe me, you'll love them. You really will. The
Also, my good friend Henrik is in Auckland, living there, and he's playing in Table Fox.
Oh,
He
okay.
also had them. Yeah.
Yep.
He's a drummer,
Ah, I see.
Yeah.
Hungry Fox, yeah.
a Danish drummer on Table Fox.
Yeah,
Table
Fox. We've done an interview with them, haven't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have. Yeah.
Absolutely. And you still wanted to come for an interview, John? My God, you okay?
Yeah, really.
Tell him to get Table
Really
Fox
good.
to get in touch with me.
Yeah, tell you what, get Table Fox to get in touch with us again, will you?
I will. Yeah, for sure.
Good stuff.
They just made a new number. It's a great number. I think
Nice.
they're good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Oh, well, I'll look forward to getting a copy so that we can do
Yeah.
an interview with them again.
Yeah.
Good
That'd
idea,
be
Barbara.
neat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bring
Brilliant.
him with a
Anyway, let's go back to the desk. Don't Wake Me Up is next.
Let's do it.
Galaxy.
That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM. So very, very happy to have you joining us. I really, really am. And today, for the first time, we're in Denmark. Haven't been there before, and we're talking to a band, of course, called Cold Drop. Loving their music, I really, really am. I was just saying to John that, you know, I was brought up in the long hair era, and I don't think I've ever grown up. In fact, I still have some remnants of it today. Hey, I'm proud of what I got left. I got to be honest with you. Dear, oh dear. So very happy to have you joining us as well. Now, at the same time, my friend, I got to thank you for staying up a little bit later. Of course, Henrik,
I am for sure.
what is he, an old man? Couldn't stay out? He couldn't hang out there?
At the moment, he is working really hard on his company. They have a lot of things going on, and he is working at late and have to drive 1 hour to the to his company and 1 hour home again. So I think he's done to April. Then they are finished with all of the work. Then he is good again.
Good again. Very nice. Well, believe me, I can understand. I really, really can. Because basically, I heard that you worked through the night as well.
Yeah, I do, and that's. I think I often have. Sometimes I don't have to work on because I'm like a fireman, you know, and when anything is happening, I have to be there. And there's a lot of times there's nothing to do after midnight, but sometimes everything is falling apart. But in the time where I don't have so much to do, I do all the promotion for Cold Drop. And guys like you are up now, and I can chat live and have the connection with people like you in the other countries and so, because it's after it's AM or somewhere it's PM, so that's really good to work at night, I think.
Believe me, I love it myself. Usually I get to work about 10:30 at night, New Zealand Standard Time. I might be lucky to get home by about 6 o'clock in the evening.
Yeah.
But at the same time, my children are growing up. I got the wife at home. Well, I got the wife at work as well. You know what I mean? So I'm pretty sure she understands my routine by now. I really do.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we work well together. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
And that's good.
after walking the dogs while the wife makes the dinner and stuff like that, quick shower, bedtime, back to work again. 10:30 at night. So, right now, John, I got to be honest with you. I'm playing your music in my car as I'm going home at night and coming back to work in the morning. I'm loving your work. I really, really am.
Oh, thank you. That's great.
Who were your influences with the band Cold Drop?
Oh, our influences way back in the 80s, you know, Judas Priest, Whitesnake, Poison, and Thomas here is one of the younger, so he is listening to Sevenfold and more progressive. But Rick Hansen, he was the former of Pretty Mates, as you surely know, maybe.
Yes.
He was on the Red Hot and Heavy album. So as me and Rick we met, we have talked about why shouldn't we do something and play together again. So that was how we started Cold Drop, and it was started as a cover band. We just want to play covers like Whitesnake, Judas Priest, and all that kind of stuff. But in the early time, in the first time, Rick was coming up with some riff, and we didn't know where it should go to. So we figured, okay, let's try it. And it turned out to be All Night Baby. So that was the first track we wrote together. Yeah.
Well, we're working our way towards that one because it is your most requested track. But first of all, believe me, when I first heard your music, and believe me, I hear music in my car. That's where I listen, because that's where I make a decision whether or not I'm going to do the interview. You know what I mean?
Great.
9 times out of 10, I'm by myself. Sometimes the wife comes home with me, but other times than that, she takes her own car. But I listen to music on the way home and decide whether or not I'm going to do this. To me, it felt, and I mean this, you know, wholeheartedly with the best respect, it felt like a bit of Kiss involved in there. You know what?
It's funny.
It was very Ace Frehley-ish.
Yeah, you're not the only one. The guy who mixed and mastering the CD, it was one of my old friend. I asked him if we have recorded the whole album in the rehearsal room. I had a recording studio before all that with Cold Drop and that, and I was recording all the tracks, and it was the pandemic, you know, COVID-19. So we did it one at a time. First the drummer, and then the guitar, and then the second guitar, and then me on the bass, and Alan the vocal. He did it at home. But as I had tried and give it a mix, and so I was sitting beside all the Cold Drop, and was thinking, why not have another guy? I have a friend who can mix it, and he is a little famous guy who was doing a lot of thrash metal and all that stuff. He also did a track for Rob Halford, and as he was listening to it, he said to us, "Man, I was nearly call Paul Stanley and say to him, you have to watch out. There's another band coming and getting your place." He also hear the Kiss stuff, but that's also a band, a really good band for me. I have followed Kiss since the 80s and a little,
Now I got a story for you, John. Literally, if you're talking about Kiss, because I'm an engineer, not only a front of house engineer, but a studio engineer as well, right? And have been for about 37 years, even though I'm 21. I have almost 40 years of being an engineer. From time to time, I'd work for companies that would bring bands into the country that didn't want to bring a lot of staff. So we would, of course, get to know their music, do all the engineering for them. One of these was literally Kiss. We worked in Mount Smart Stadium. And as we did the sound check, and as we were finishing up the sound check, all the paparazzi were taking photos and stuff like that. Now, the Indigenous folks here in New Zealand are the Maori. And one of them said to me, Grant, Pukana, which is basically, ha! Right?
Okay. Yeah.
So I did. Just as Gene Simmons is walking behind me, and he stopped and he looks and he goes, I've just met the second longest tongue in the world. And I went, yeah, but I can't lick my eyebrows, Gene. So he literally said to me, John, he really did say this, can you poke out your tongue and touch your nose?
Oh, yeah.
I went, yes, of course I can. Watch, you know.
Yeah.
Simple. Very simple.
Simple, yeah.
It really is. Nadine Fediak is watching. Nice to have Nadine on board. Steve Caldwell is watching too. Bo Gregory's joining us. Sean Meehan. Hello, Sean. Nice to have you on board. And Donnie Coulter. Hello, buddy. Nice to have you back as well. Also, Don Carlos Pasmore Jr. Don! Nice to have you. Happy New Year, and looking forward to catching up with you in the very near future as well. Right now, we are talking, of course, to John, coming from the band Cold Drop out of Denmark. And there, check it out. Don't Wake Me Up. You're right here at Galaxy. It's muggy in here, very warm.
Yeah, I can see.
Oh,
you can see the sun is shining.
Oh, yeah,
Well,
not really. It's gloomy and cloudy outside. It's just lights.
Okay.
But we've got a huge amount of computers in here as well, if you know what I mean.
They're warming a lot. Yeah.
Add another 10 degrees, believe me.
Yeah.
But yet again, I would be absolutely complaining at 0. Barbara knows what happens when we get to 0.
well, 10 and you put the heater on.
At 10, I put the heater on. At 0, guess what happens? Yeah. I bitch.
It's like a little boy.
I hate it, yeah. I think we're all little boys at heart, though.
Yeah.
I really admit that. Oh, dear. But I tell you what, we did have a few fine days, nice hot summery days here in New Zealand.
Yeah. Great.
In fact, I had one of my best mates ring me up and say he needs to go to the doctor.
Okay.
I went, why? He goes, I've been sunbathing out the backyard. I went, really? He goes, yeah, come and see. So I get over there. Guy is like a lobster. He is beet red, right? And I'm going, holy hell, what happened? He goes, I fell asleep in the sun. And I went, oh, okay, that's understandable. He goes, yeah, but I was sunbathing naked. And I went, really? And he goes, it looks like a red sausage. Right? And I went, oh, okay. So I take him to the doctor. He's explaining this to the doctor. The doctor's looking at me. I'm looking at him. I'm trying not to be embarrassed. And he got some lotions and stuff for the rest of his body. But the doctor said, for that bit, soak it in milk. Right? So, okay. We take him home, sit him on the couch. I go and get a bowl, put some milk in it for him. He's sitting there with it in a bowl on the couch. And his wife comes home, right? Now, she's a real estate agent. By the way, she's blonde. She's walking through the house to go and get changed because she's in between meetings. She was selling houses, right? So she thought she would change the clothes. She takes one look at my mate sitting on the couch. She takes a double take at this. You know how you do, you glance and you have another look, right? And she goes, holy hell, I wondered how you reloaded those things.
Oh shit.
Don Carlos is watching. Nice to have you on board, John. John Pater is watching as well. Hey, buddy. Nice to have you on board. You can use that.
Birthday to me.
You can have that one for the summertime, right?
Yeah, yeah, let's see. I'll send you a picture.
Yeah. Oh, John Paulson's watching as well. Nice to have you. So, we have about 40 seconds to go before we go to Sweet Lucille. And Henry, you should be here, brother.
Yeah, but I can tell you a little about Sweet Lucille.
Nice.
If I want.
Nice. Yep, we want. Because believe me, bro, you are getting a huge following here at Galaxy.
Oh, great.
You are.
I love it.
That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM. Absolutely loving the music right now. Really, really am. Takes me back in the day, I've got to be honest. Now, at the same time, John, tell me a little bit about Lion Pride Music.
Lion's Pride Music is our record company that we is signed with. And yeah, I tried a lot of record companies if they want to sign us, but there was no one who likes to touch us because they, as I said, all our bands we can do anything for them because yeah, there have been the pandemic and all that stuff, and they had a lot of yeah, they have not so much time to take another band, a new band in. And we were nobody for them. I think lots of them didn't hear the music. They just sent, an email, we don't have the time for you, and the kind of stuff, regular stuff. And then I get in touch with the guy who his name is Carsten. And he wrote to me, have you talked to a guy called, I lost his name, but I didn't. And then he said, by the way, I'm the boss in Lion's Pride. So then I said, that's even better. Let's talk. What do you think should be? And he said, send me your numbers and some pictures, and I did that, and after a day he wrote to me, that's great, we'll sign you. So we did that, and we are proud of, because it opened the doors for radio shows and other stuff, because there was someone who was believing in us. So that was a door more that opens for us.
Well, I got to be honest with you, John. Literally, not only is the door open for you, you are absolutely reaping it here at Galaxy. People are just loving your work. They really, really are. Now,
I'm glad.
Where are you getting this recorded?
Where am we doing what?
Where are you getting your work recorded right now? What's the recording studio?
Oh, we are. I'm recording all the stuff. We are doing it in where we are rehearsing, So I had a studio called AB Studio, and I put all my gear out in the rehearsal room. And even when we are making new numbers, we can record it and take it home and listen to it and have a good listen. It's not just the iPhone sound. that's a great job for us that we have the studio out there. And we also, and I think the record is, what we did is live even, because what you hear is what we can give you on the stage. It's not samples on there, it's not overdubbing and all that stuff. So it's the real thing what we have worked on, and we have nearly four new numbers we have to record now for the next album.
You know, John, that is exciting. It really, really is. But moreover, as an engineer, and believe me, I've worked in some of the most prestigious recording studios in the world. I really, really have. I'm loving the sound. As an engineer, I don't listen to music as a fan does. I listen to it as an engineer. I break it down. I try and analyse it, see what, when, where, how things have been done. So when I heard your music, literally, I just went, gotta know more. So, Sweet Lucille, tell me about this. This is a fantastic track.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, it is a great track. Sweet Lucille, when we are playing live, we are opening with that number. The number is about a girl again, but you can switch it. It was written about a guitar. So there's two meaning of that part of that song. Alan, who wrote it, he said, as I wrote it, I was thinking about a guitar. So, and we were thinking about, who's that girl? So, but maybe we'll make a video about that and make the twist, you know.
You know, John, I know of two guitars in the world called Lucille. One of them was B.B. King's guitar, and the other one is sitting over here. My one. Literally. Love, 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 Sweet Lucille. You're right here at Galaxy. Of course, we're joined by John today, the bass player coming out of Cold Drop in Denmark. Check this out. Ooh, gosh, it's muggy in here. You know, a couple of years ago, John, my bosses came to me and said, summer's coming, do you want a fan? And I went, yeah, hell yeah. Something about 6 foot tall, blonde, blue-eyed, about 18 years of age, Scandinavian would be good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nah, they got me an oscillator.
Oh, no. They didn't understand you.
No, it was my wife that was asking in the first place, so I knew that was going to never happen.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, for sure.
I may own the company, my bro, but believe me, I work for the company. Everybody else runs it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not kidding.
That's a good part.
We have about 5 different bosses with Galaxy. Literally, they have their own departments. You know what I mean? We're quite busy.
Okay.
Alice Walker is joining us as well. Nice to see you, Alice. So we're not a small radio station, but believe me, it's fun to watch. Have you ever fed chickens?
Yeah.
You have? They go nuts when you go and feed them.
Yeah.
That's like the first meeting of the day here at Galaxy.
Okay.
It's so funny to watch. I mean, we have about 6 different people all having a meeting all at once, and none of us can all. We've all got the same idea of going forward. Just we all have different ways of looking towards it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's great to work at a place where you have fun and have joy with each other, and you love to come to work, and that's the whole meaning with the life and working, I think.
John, I got to be honest with you, I can't call this work because I love this job too much. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I see. Yeah.
I can't. I've been in the radio industry again almost 40 years, and I've been pretty much almost every aspect of radio.
Okay.
I started off in one of the biggest radio stations in the country and didn't realise it was that until I, went to other radio stations.
Yeah.
But I was very lucky. I had a sponsor that put me through university and got me into radio in the first place.
Oh, great.
And that happened purely by accident. Really did.
Yeah.
I was working as a gopher in a radio station after school. Tiny little radio station. And this guy and his wife turn up, and the guy who was supposed to be on air at the time had appendicitis. Yeah. After hours, I was the only other person in the building, so I thought, well, I can either close it and go home, or I can try and get it going and keep it going. So,
and you did?
Yeah, I did, and in the end they sent me to university, so I went there and then ended up in one of the biggest radio stations in the country.
Oh,
weird.
Lovely.
Yeah. Now, John, Tracy from Prince George in Canada has been asking, are you looking at touring and are you looking at doing a world tour? Maybe you might visit Canada. Would you keep that in mind?
Yeah. We have 6 jobs now here in Denmark, but there's something going on in Germany, in Switzerland. We have to go to Switzerland and play around August and November. We are making 4 jobs down there, and then we have a guy in the UK who wants to help us to get us 5 jobs over there. As we just get the record company, we now also have 2 bookers who is booking us. We have one in Berlin who is taking the Europe or the whole world stuff, and then we have a guy here in Denmark who is taking the Danish side. And now we were contacted from a Belgium company. They want to make a European tour for us, but that'll be in 2024. But we'll go the whole world if we can. It's also the economic, because there are a lot of places, clubs, and they don't have much money to, and they can't afford that we should travel from Denmark to New Zealand or something. But we would love to do it if it could be possible. If we can find some other bands we can tour with that could. Then we can stay for a week or 2 weeks. They'll do the travel a little less. Yeah.
I've got a friend of mine in Norway, for instance. He's watching right now. His name's Gay Miranda. He loves doing shows. He actually manages a band called Viking Queen, much along the same flavour of music as you guys, if you know what I mean. I think you guys would hit it off in an instant. I really do. And he participates in some very big shows in Norway. Maybe, you might be able to do a bit of business together as well.
we have to. I will hope he'll write to me. Then we can do some stuff together. And I know we can't take a lot of money at this time. So we'll do it for just to travel and a little to eat. Then we'll be there. We've also been warming up for Brian Downing's Thin Lizzy here in Denmark. Yeah. Even Brian Downing and the band, they came to us and they said, "Dan, you're a great Bond." You know, they did not. We did not have the time to make the sound check on the stage because the sound engineer was, I don't know. He did have some trouble with the drums, so I don't know. But then our engineer, he was going up to backstage and sitting with his laptop and doing the EQs and compressing, and then he put it on a USB stick. Then we go down and put it in the mixer, and then we started. We just have to have the listen on the stage, and then. Are you ready? Yeah, we're going. And everyone also Thin Lizzy, they were coming and saying you had the best sound from the start to the ending. That was great to know. But we have a good engineer helping us. So.
Absolutely brilliant, and take good care of your engineers. They always need to be taken care of. They really do.
Yeah.
Literally. Now, your most requested track, John, I got to be honest with you, is All Night Baby, and so far it is 3,791 requests to date. Literally, so. It climbs. We're getting this every day now. Literally, our breakfast show is made up primarily of requests on which artist and which track. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
It's quite an achievement to be on our breakfast show as often as this particular track is. I absolutely love it. So why is it such a big success with our audience?
All Night Baby, why it is? Difficult to say, but as I told you, it was the first track we did, and and it came out of nowhere. We just played it, and it worked for us for the first time. I think the energy in the number, and I think the sound of All Night Baby and the hook lines is like Kiss, like the 80s stuff that I wrote. Everyone can sing along with it. I think it's that, yeah.
You know, John, I think it's making a connection with our with the noise that we have here, our family, our audience. Believe me, I think they are absolutely identifying with it. And yes, I dare you to say it does not resemble Kiss. This is absolutely brilliant. Have a listen. So we'll wind it up after this, my friend.
Yeah.
But we would love you to come back again so that we can do the other tracks.
Yeah. And I'll try to get some of the other guys with.
Yeah, do that. But
they have to stay awake.
Honestly, John, you have done so well. I really, really thank you, my friend. I really do.
He's got tomorrow
I'm
off.
thanking you.
And I was wondering, you've got tomorrow off, is that right?
Which is tonight. And
Yeah, I got tomorrow off, yeah.
Well, you'll be able to go and have a stiff drink after this.
I will, for sure. Definitely I will.
What do you drink? Is it vodka?
No, I'm drinking whiskey, and I'm drinking some rum. Yeah, but yeah.
I'll do the whiskey. I don't do rum. Yeah.
No.
No. When I was younger, a good friend of mine and I broke into his father's cabinet, and we took 2 bottles of Captain Morgan Black Heart rum, 40-ounce bottles, and we dared each other to finish the bottles.
Oh.
Ended up with alcohol poisoning. Like, no, all I have to do is smell rum and I'm off. Yeah.
And I can understand Captain Morgan. No way.
Yep, no, it's horrible. But
No way.
yet again, I stole my father's cigars once, so he made me sit there and smoke a whole packet of them.
Oh shit.
Oh, it's okay.
Well,
It's okay. I was a bit of a smarty pants. I said, okay, I've smoked them all right there in front of you. Got any more?
oh.
Yeah.
You're funny. You're a funny guy.
Oh, believe me. True deal. True deal.
I would love to meet you in the real time, not on the internet. I have to come. I have to come to New Zealand, definitely.
Absolutely, John, and bring those other 4 guys with you as well, right?
I will. We will love to come to New Zealand and play for sure.
Awesome.
We'll try hard to find someone who will take us.
Very cool. In the meantime, let's wrap this up, but don't go anywhere because we're going to do some photos afterwards, okay?
Galaxy 107fm.
That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, and today we've been joined by John from the band Cold Drop. Now, believe me, never been to Denmark before, absolutely loving being over there talking to John. I really am. I think we've got a friend for life there, I really do. And looking forward to meeting up with the rest of the band. Of course, John, I'll take you up on that any day that you want to come over and play for us. We would love to have you. We really would.
Yeah. We have to work on it. We definitely have to work on it. Maybe someone is listening to this show and thinking, hey, I have to contact these guys and do something. Let's see.
Well,
we'll never know.
John, weirder things have happened watching my shows. I've got to be honest with you. People, you never know who's watching because some may be agents, some may be promoters, some may be, all walks of life watch this show. And I've got to congratulate you for getting on it in the first place. It's not easy getting an interview here at Galaxy. It isn't, so well done. Also,
thank you.
Looking forward to catching up with you again in the very near future to finish off the rest of the music that we have on file for you, because believe me, we absolutely love Cold Drop. So,
thank you.
Having said that, will you come back again?
We will definitely come back again, and I'll take some of the other guys from the band with me, for sure, so you can meet them also.
Okay, well, if one of them's in, give them a poke in the eye for me, won't you?
Yeah, I will for sure. I will.
Brilliant.
Kicking him in the ass.
Yeah, well, you can do that. Poke in the eye is good for me. Laurie Hardman is joining us as well. Nice to have you on board. Anthony Ligori, love you, brother. We really do. Keep in touch, won't you? In the meantime, folks, that does wrap it up for us for another day. I'll be back. I'll be back on Monday. It's Friday today. It feels like the first day of the week. Wonder why. But join us again Tuesday, because we have some exciting new talent coming. Believe me, you're going to love it. Barbara's back on Tuesday as well. I'm back on Monday between 5:30, and this time, have a good day. Good weekend. Happy radio, everyone.
Galaxy